This is quite a refreshing Peroni. John Rail Casimero of the Philippines might very well be fighting 40-year-old Guillermo Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux is still in tremendous condition for his age. I read a little article about him, a little interview. He just talks about how he's still keeping in shape. And if you look at his body, he has got the body of a 20-something-year-old. I don't think the guy drinks very much. He lives clean, which is what you've got to do if you're 40 now. And he has still mostly got his reactions. He's a terrible style to fight. And that's why I'm not sure why a guy like Casimero, who was supposed to fight Inoue, the monster, this past April, why would he want to get mixed up with a guy like Rigondeaux, who is he's got such a negative style. He's so efficient with it. He's designed to make anyone look bad. It's a real tough fight to want to welcome, but I admire both of their spirits to want to have it. Big risk for Rigondeaux as well. Casimero is an awkward guy with big power punches. When you don't box by the book like Casimero doesn't, you've got a wildcat in front of you. You do not know what he's going to do. You don't have your little prepared combinations in the gym on the pads of what you're going to do when some guy throws a prepared combination. You don't know what Casimero's going to bring. He's going to be doing crazy uppercuts like Rio out of Street Fighter. He's all over the place. He's got that creative daring where he'll just go at you even if he's lost quite a few rounds on the trot. And that is why Casimero would probably be favoured. But tough fight. Very tough fight. Rigondeaux, I think, is the regular WBA bantamweight champion. So there is something in it for Casimero, who is the WBO champion. If he were to win, all credit to him. That butters up the prospect of a fight with Inoue. But who is Inoue going to fight in the interim? I have heard it could possibly be a rematch with Nonito Donaire, another Filipino. Could be another great fight. I don't think we necessarily need to see it though. Everyone has already been ready for the Casimero fight and Inoue fight. It's got the narrative now. It's already been offered. He's already a champ. He's called him a Japanese turtle. That's why kind of I'm hoping he can get past Rigondeaux, even though it's a tough style. And then he can finally get his shot against Naoya Inoue. For me, Inoue could be the pound-for-pound number one because he looks absolutely sensational. He has got talent to burn. He is in his third weight division and he is just taking people out. I loved what he did against Jason Maloney in his last fight. He was boxing, he was countering, he was fighting somewhat similar to Canelo, pushing forward with a high guard, trying to get you to throw so he can counter. Difference is, though, in his weight division, he replies with unbelievable speed and power. And that last shot he took Maloney out with was beautiful. And he was right to be happy about it. But I would really like to see the fight against Inoue and Casimero. It's had enough narrative now. Fights in these lower weight divisions tend to just be suggested, either get made or go away. So I want to see Casimero get past Rigondeaux. It's a tough fight, but it shows that fighting spirit that is necessary to be a real true champion. Maybe get past Rigondeaux, I'm guessing, by stoppage, because I don't know about outpointing him. And then we can maybe get that fight against Inoue. And we'll see how that one goes. But what do we make of this fight between Rigondeaux and Casimero? Can Guillermo put a spanner in the works? Can he outpoint the Filipino with his great talent from the southpaw stance, with his crispness, with that dangerous left hand which has always had underrated power, which broke the jaw of Jazza Dickens, and which marked up something horrible, that Japanese fighter he fought a few years ago. Rigondeaux has always had underrated pop, which keeps you in check. and keeps you in somewhat of submission to his really negative style of boxing. Can Casimero overcome that with his awkwardness and his power?